Love to read books? Go and grab this book on mutual funds. The same content of this series, Mutual Fund Masterclass from Beginner to Confident Investor, is available in a readable format. The name of the book is Mutual Funds, a mystic pool of money that fills every bucket falling in it. Click on the below link and grab your copy today.
Imagine you hand over your 10,000 rupees to someone. Would you simply hope that they invested wisely? Or would you want to know who is holding it, who is investing it, who is checking them, who prevents fraud, who makes sure nobody runs away with your money? This is exactly how the mutual fund industry is structured. In mutual fund industry, there is no one person who controls your money. Instead, many independent entities monitor one another. So when you invest in a mutual fund, your money doesn't simply go on one company. It passes through an entire ecosystem designed to protect investors. Think of a mutual fund like a high-end restaurant. When you eat at a great restaurant, you don't walk into the kitchen and hand over the cash to the chef and just hoping for the best. A professional restaurant divides up the work so it runs smoothly and honestly. A mutual fund industry works exactly the same way. First, you have the sponsor. Think of them as the business tycoon who builds the restaurant and gets the license. They provide the initial capital, however, they don't cook the food or manage day to day operations. Thereafter, we have the AMC, which is Asset Management Company, also known as the Fund House. This is your master chef. They don't own the building. However, they create the menu and choose the ingredients. The AMC hires fund managers to pick the exact stocks and bonds where your money goes into. The next entity in mutual fund industry are the trustees. These are like the food inspectors who ensures that the chef isn't using cheap ingredients or the chef is not overcharging you. The trustees are the strict supervisors representing you at the diner. If the AMC violates rules, the trustees can actually fire the chef. In the restaurant, you see an entity who handles your table reservation, who print your bills and tracks your loyalty points. The RTA, which is Registrar and Transfer Agent, is like that entity in the mutual fund industry. Companies like CAMS, KFintech, Carvey, they record every single unit you buy or sell, keeping investor passbook 100% accurate. How does your cash physically move? The collecting banker act like the restaurant payment gateway. This is the next entity in the mutual fund industry. Collecting bankers ensure that when you transfer your money, it securely lands in the fund's official bank account without getting lost in the transit. In a restaurant behind the scenes, we have the compliance team. They check health codes and fire safety. In the mutual fund industry, these are like auditors and independent chartered accountant firms that verify the daily NAV mathematics, which is net asset value, so that you are never cheated. And compliance officers act like internal watchdogs, ensuring fund managers following regulations and they never make false promises in the advertisements. When we go to a restaurant, we don't tell the chef how much salt to add, which ingredients to use, or how long to cook the food. We simply place the order and trust the chef's expertise. Similarly, in a mutual fund, Investors contribute their money, however, they don't decide which stocks or bonds to buy or sell. That responsibility lies with the fund manager, the head chef of the mutual fund, who uses their expertise, knowledge, research to prepare a well balanced investment portfolio. Distributors and applications. These are like the delivery partners in the restaurant. In a restaurant, how does the food reach you? Through distributors, through waiters. Similarly, in the mutual fund industry, the distributors or the investment apps are like those agents only. They act like food delivery services, bringing the food at your table. If we relate it with the mutual fund context, then they act like bringing the fund house menu right at your screen so that you can order with one click. That is, which fund you want to invest in. The next entity in the mutual fund industry is the SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India, which is like the Food Safety Ministry in a restaurant analogy. SEBI guards and regulates this entire ecosystem. The Securities and Exchange Board of India acts like the ultimate government food ministry. They write the safety rulebook, set strict limits on what fees you can be charged as an investor, and will permanently shut down any fund house that tries to trick its investors. SEBI is similar to what FSSAI is in the food industry, and SEBI watches over everything. This brilliant design makes mutual funds one of the safest ways to grow your wealth. Hope this video was useful to you and you have learned something today. If yes, then